Good morning, gorgeous. Happy full moon energy. If you're watching this when I recorded it, I got a channel message. Repeat after me. I am a luxury item. It is an honor and privilege to spend time in my energy. I am not available to the masses and I don't want to be. I want my tribe to be VIP. I want to be particular with who I invite in because my energy is sacred and it should be valued as such. This is for everyone that can receive it. That is, you are sacred. You know, when our worth is questioned, it's an opportunity for us to examine ourself, the way that we value ourselves. And it is so important to remember our value no matter what is going on around us, and especially to break free of the chains that this paradigm that we've been living in has put on us, where it concerns our personal freedom, where it concerns our self-respect and our self-honor and our self-worth. And I just want to preface this by saying I just finished a meditation, and this is very, very intense energy. Very, very, very intense. Full moon, Pluto and Aquarius, you know, shift, big dynamic shift energy. It's like cogs, you know, turning after being arrested still for so long. Everything's just breaking free, and it's going to create some sparks and some friction within us. Metaphorical sparks, but like real friction within us. It's going to feel anxiety inducing for a lot of you. You're going to question a lot of things about yourself and about the world and about me. I'm hearing people, I know that there are a lot of people questioning, I can feel, or judging the process of what I'm sharing, but it's only because what I'm sharing is part of the new paradigm. Thank you, Spirit. It's not part of the old paradigm, and I feel super emotional all of a sudden. This old paradigm that we've been sitting in for so fucking long is dying out, okay? And for those of you that don't know this is a good thing. Do not hold on to this old paradigm. Do not hold on to what has been, because we are about to venture into uncharted territory, and it is going to be tough. It is going to be difficult. It is going to feel weird and awkward at times and uncomfortable. But this is the best thing for everyone. Don't pay attention to the fallout from this transition. It's kind of like focusing on, you know, if there's a revolutionary war or something, focusing on the people that died. Don't focus on that right now. And I'm not talking about a literal war right now. I'm just saying metaphorically, don't focus on the things that are falling to the wayside to make room for this new paradigm. Because this is an important time, and it's going to change the world forever. It's going to change the world for everyone forever. Like, this is the moment. This is bigger when the car was bigger than when the car was invented. This is bigger than when, although the internet, I'm hearing, is part of this new paradigm. Thank you, Spirit. It's what's guiding us into this new paradigm. And I'm not trying to say that the internet is perfect, doesn't have issues. It's part of what's connecting us with the people around the world. It's part of why we're able to spread this love energy. Yeah. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about yet, this new paradigm is about love. It's about exiting. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Some of you don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know about New Earth. And I'm supposed to tell you that New Earth is where it's a new paradigm where we're not living from an ego perspective anymore. We're not driven by greed and ego and desperation and fear. We're driven by love and respect for the world and the people around us. We're driven by the natural beauty around us. We're driven by God. We're driven by our integrity. We're driven by our soul's calling. You know what I'm saying? There's a fucking difference in where we've been and where we're heading. And in that new reality, you are a luxury item. It is an honor and privilege to be in your energy. You are not available to the masses, and you don't want to be. You want your tribe to be VIP, and you want to be particular with who you invite in because your energy is sacred and it should be treated as such. And obviously not everyone's going to resonate with that, and that's okay. Not everybody's part of my tribe in this particular way, in this particular moment. Everyone is going to awaken, all right, at some point, who makes it through to this next round, because there are being people, you know, things are getting shaken up. As you can tell, The earth is changing. That's the easiest way to put it. It's changing. And we're trying to keep up. Some of us are trying to cling on. But don't forget that you're not this body, you know? When you leave this vessel, you are still a spirit. You are still living. A lot of you believe that you go to heaven. I believe that we all live in some beautiful place as souls, and we choose to be reincarnated or not. And those of us that don't are assisting others in their journey. The people that are passing away right now are guardian angels over this next paradigm, is what I'm hearing. This is a really intense message that I'm delivering right now. I really hope that you can receive this and know the intention behind it. Some of you just got some new guardian angels, is what I'm hearing. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't take time to mourn. Obviously, we need to mourn the people that we love. We need to mourn the people that we lost, and we need to honor them for the contribution that they contributed to our world and our lives. But we can't stay stuck there, and we also have to recognize the big picture. Not everyone can come to this new earth. Some people are there to guide us in the invisible realms, to be there on the other side when we arrive, to celebrate with us, but from the invisible realms. Don't forget that they're not gone. They're with you now all the time. And Spirit just guided me to say that, and it's so true. Feel that. Feel their energy with you. I'm also being prompted to say I've discovered that I'm a medium. I can speak to people that aren't alive anymore. I can speak to people that, to spirits, to energies. And if you are desiring to speak to someone, a loved one, that is something I can assist you with now. I'm very excited to say. And it makes me a little nervous to advertise that, but that's something I discovered recently, and it's an honor, is what I want to say. It's an honor to be able to communicate with that world, that realm, and to share what I've 711 on my timer. Thank you, Spirit. It's a sacred number. It's one of my most sacred numbers. It's confirmation. It's just trying to let me know that I'm safe to share this in this moment. Thank you, Spirit. I honestly think I might cry. What I'm really here to tell you is that everything is about to change. All right, everything that you thought you knew is going out the window. The people that are judging what I'm saying, the paradigm of us being able to judge others in this way is ending. Anything that's surfacing right now is just a hiccup. It's not a hiccup, it's like a dying breath. You know what I mean? There's a lot of old paradigm stuff trying to drag us backward. I personally feel like I'm plowing through an energy field of density and darkness that the collective has. I'm here to push through it, and fuck, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's been an exhausting month and a half. But I'm here, I'm a soldier is what I'm hearing. I'm a spiritual warrior. This is not for the faint of heart. Not everybody's gonna understand me. And that's because not everybody's being called into service right now, being called into action. But those of you that are, you know you are. You know you're being called into action. I handed a lot of you a torch the other day in a couple of my videos, and one of you in real time in a session. This torch is yours. It's your turn. I had somebody message me this morning, and I love him so much. Soul connection. But it's like sometimes people project onto us that we're supposed to be doing more work, when really Spirit's speaking to you, handing you the torch and saying, this is your turn to do something. People keep trying to pile more stuff onto my plate, but it's like, no. The messages you're getting are for you. I'm already doing my part. I'm already showing up. I'm already a soldier. Now it's your turn. All right? If this is for you, take this torch and carry it forward. Be part of this revolution. Wake up, I'm hearing. Wake up from your sleep, from your slumber. Wake up from your denial and recognize that there's no time to waste. There's no time to tarry. This is the moment. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. And everyone is needed for this next phase. If you're getting messages from Spirit about something, a project, it's not for someone else. It's for you. And even if it's for you to spearhead and then hand to someone else once it's ready, that's fine. But you're the one taking the torch now. Carry it forward. Heed what you are hearing from your guidance, from your soul. You know, it's not our place to force things on other people, and it's not our place to judge their process. All we can do is focus on ourselves and our own process. This is a really intense time, okay? Do not skimp on the details. Do not pass off, delegate I said this in a message the other day, delegate what other people can do, what anyone can do, but don't delegate the things that only you can do. The downloads you're getting from Spirit, those are for you. And most importantly, don't share them with just anyone. Don't just start sharing what you've been getting from spirit, because you're supposed to keep that sacred, is what I'm hearing. So get into meditation, ask for help, pray, get quiet, go inward and do the work. If there's a huge resistance, that's why. It's because your ego's still in charge, your ego's still demanding, and some part of you still letting them and listening and letting them be in charge. It's time for your higher self to take charge. And only you can assist that process by letting your ego take a seat in the back, take the back seat. I'm at a loss for words because I'm downloading so much spiritual energy. It's honestly making me feel a little queasy. That's how big this shift is going to be. It's going to leave a lot of you feeling queasy. A lot of you just kind of in disbelief. That's what I'm hearing. In awe. Don't hold on to this old paradigm. If you're being asked to leave a relationship, to quit a job, to start a new business, to start a new life, as I said yesterday in yesterday's videos, you are the revolution. This revolution, this great awakening, it starts with us. It starts with us valuing our energy, as this channeled message was all about. It starts with us valuing our own personal path and sharing what we came here to share with the world without fear. If you have fear, do it anyway. Trust me, showing up in the way that I show up is not easy. All right? It's not easy. It never has been. But I do it anyway. Almost every day, even though it's uncomfortable, even though sometimes I feel out of my depth, even though sometimes I don't want to be seen by anyone. Sometimes I just want to crawl in a hole and hide, and yet I still show up. You're being asked to step outside your comfort zone and do something that scares you, but you're not being asked to do just anything. You're being asked to be of service right now. Through your own personal healing, through your own personal exploration in this new paradigm, you're being asked to take your ideas and put them into action. You're being asked to be part of this by listening to your higher guidance and following through with it, even if it's terrifying. Because that's what I did. That's what any of the spiritual warriors that are already actively participating have done. They've taken that torch that God handed them, and they took it and they moved it forward, and they used it to light other people's torch, to shine a light on the path so that other people can find their way. Because some people are feeling really lost and alone right now. When you step out and share what you came here to share, you are changing the world. One person at a time, one perspective at a time. And as much as you might not think that it makes a difference, it does. It fucking does. You're needed right now, all right? Your essence and energy is sacred. As the channeled message said, you've got the torch. Now, what are you going to do with it? Feel free to shout it out in the comments if you want. I want you guys to be more active in this process. I want you to commit to yourself through meditation, through self-exploration, through self-healing, inner child hearing, hearing your inner child, listening to them. Yeah. Through listening to God, through tapping in. If you've been astray from God, from spirit, if you're afraid because you don't know, because you've been taught a lot of different things and you don't know what to believe anymore, just get quiet and ask for answers. You have all the answers within you. They're waiting to be unlocked, is what I'm hearing. You just have to tap in and get brave. A lot of you need to get brave and recognize that your fear is the only thing holding you back from being the version of you that you want to be. We have nothing to fear but fear itself. I heard that yesterday. Amazing quote. Very, 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 very relevant right now. You have nothing to fear but fear itself. When you allow yourself to get in the ego and into that fear mentality, that is what you have. That's what you need to fear, not the fear itself. Sorry. I misspoke, but you know what I mean. You don't have to fear the actions itself, is what I'm saying. The actions that scare you. What you need to fear is the fear itself, because the fear is the only thing holding you back, holding you down, holding you hostage. That's what I'm hearing. Some of you are big time adventurers needed. You're explorers, spiritual explorers, psychonauts, if you will. Your unique energy, and I'm hearing like what you're downloading isn't commonplace. The things that you see and experience, for those of you that are spiritually awakened, isn't what everyone sees and experiences. You are here to share what you experience with the world because the world needs it right now. Some of you have been having spiritual experiences since you were young, but you haven't yet dived in consciously with intention yet to discover what your gifts are, to discover how to wield them with care, through God. You're being asked to ground yourself with whatever kind of crystal or stone. I think this is angelite. It's a sacred stone that connects you with your angels and ancestors in the spiritual realms. And if I mispronounce that, my apologies. But you're being asked to grab onto whatever grounds you, whatever that is, and to utilize that to help you in doing this work. I don't think you guys have, a lot of you don't understand how big this shift is going to be. This isn't just another channeled message about, us and our internal growth. This is about a global shift that's happening right now. It's going to blow your mind, is what I'm hearing. I'm shaking with the energy of it. It's going to shake things up in a way that's gonna tear down towers. All right, old paradigms are crumbling, and it is gonna feel 5 big change, major change. It's going to feel terrifying. It's gonna feel like the end of the world. It's gonna feel like it's just gonna feel really dark and scary for some of you that don't understand. And for those of you, I'm really being asked to tell you to go inward and meditate and pray and get clear. To trust this process. Trust your own inner process. This is a powerful time. Your essence and energy is needed. It's sacred and powerful. And if you don't know what you're here to do yet, and you need answers, work with me if you feel called. I've been working with some really special people recently, and it feels amazing. Soul connections being made, activations being had on both sides. I'm excited to work with those of you that feel called to step forward right now, and I'll put my website in the description box for those of you that do. But either way, keep moving forward in faith. Keep trusting your inner guidance. Keep trusting your guides. 7:07 on my timer. I love you. I'm being guided to say, Spirit loves you. You're safe in this moment to come out of your shell. A lot of you feel scared that you're going to be persecuted. You're not. You're not. Anything that comes up from you expressing yourself is something that you need to look at and heal. So if you feel persecuted, 727, I swear to God, I'm not even trying. Every time I look up, it's sevens. Very sacred number. Yeah, don't be discouraged by the things that happen that feel like they're there to tear you down. They're only there to make you stronger. They're only there to show you what you need to work on, all right? And any of you talking about spiritual warfare, recognize that it's only negatively impacting you if you let it, all right? If we keep focused on it, we're allowing it in. If you just recognize that it's a pressure, it's applying a certain pressure that has the possibility to make you fucking powerful. All the pressure I've been put under my entire life is why I am powerful. That is why. Because I chose to harness it and use it to my advantage. A lot of it was subconscious. My soul knew how to do it. Now I do it consciously. But you're being asked to do the same. Don't play a victim. Don't play the victim right now. Take your power back, I'm hearing. Take your power back by harnessing spiritual warfare or whatever it is that you're dealing with. Harness that shit and use it to elevate you, transmute it into power, into self-love, into confidence, into forward movement, into magic. Don't be a victim. You're not a victim. Gosh, you're so needed. You are so needed right now. Get to work is what I'm hearing. Get to work sharing your gifts. Get to work finding out who you are. Thank you, Spirit. Healing your inner child. Working through that trauma that you've been putting off for so long. A lot of you don't run anymore. Now is the time to face those fears and let them make you powerful. All right, I'm seeing Harry Potter, and those of you that are fans are going to know exactly why I'm saying that. He was a badass. He faced all his fears, and man, was he powerful. God has his back. And in that depiction, it wasn't God so much as magical power. Whatever you want to look at it as, it doesn't matter what name you put on it. This is so important, you guys. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change the natural essence or magic of that energy. If you believe in angels, if you believe in Jesus, you know that Jesus is God. If you believe that you have ancestors watching over you, it doesn't matter. Just believe in something and know that you're protected. Know that you're not alone. You've got more angelic and you've got more beings watching over you right now than you could possibly even fathom. All right, they're watching over this entire awakening. We have a lot of energies focused on us right now in a loving way, but it doesn't mean there aren't going to be opposing energies. That's natural. It's the balance of nature. If you focus on the darkness, you're only creating more of it, and you yourself are embodying more of it. When you focus on the light, you create more light, and you become the light. All right? And the worst thing you can do right now is force other people to look at the darkness and shame them for not doing that. And I know some of you are. I know some of you personally that are doing this. We're not friends anymore because I don't respect that way of moving. I personally feel like it's very toxic and unproductive. And Spirit agrees with me right now. Spirit is asking me to speak to those people right now. We don't need to look at the darkness and focus all our attention on it, because where we focus our energy is what we make bigger. Focus your energy on healing yourself, on radiating love to the universe. It has an impact. Don't listen to anyone who wants to rub your face in the darkness and force you to look at it because they think that's the only way. That's a coward's way. That's the old way is what I'm hearing. That's the old paradigm way. And you know what? Don't let anybody bully you into anything. Listen to God. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. You and God, or whatever you believe in, again, it doesn't matter the name. Source, the universe, spirit, whatever you believe in, put your faith and trust in that energy. Focus your emotional energy and your attention on creating more light in this world, on becoming the light. And you know, I'm also being guided to say, I would die for this calling, this path. I would get locked up in prison for this. I'm not afraid of that because I know that God has my back. And if that really is where I'm meant to spend my time, it's only because I'm going to make a fucking difference there in prison. And if I'm supposed to die young, it's only because that's going to make my contribution so far more powerful. Just like Kurt Cobain. The reason why he became so famous in a way is because he died young and mysteriously, and people were obsessed with him suddenly. I'm just saying, like, trust this process. It might not make sense to your conscious mind. We're not our bodies. If we need to leave our vessel earlier than we think we're supposed to, it's because we have bigger jobs elsewhere. I know this is a very potent message and there's a lot in here. And you know what? Every single thing that's come out of my mouth is challenging me. And I'm showing up anyway. And you know what? I'm trusting that this is going to reach the people that need it. I'm asking God, I'm praying when I send this out that it reaches the people that need it, and only them. And I know that if it triggers anyone, it's only triggering them in areas that they need to look at and heal. And I'm okay with shouldering the burden of being that person that triggers them and of potentially having them retaliate or lash out on me, because I know that my messages are sacred and that I'm sacred and that I'm a messenger of God. I know that. And I don't need validation from others. And I'm saying this for your benefit. You don't need validation for what you're about to do. God is your validation. Your guides, your fucking ancestors are here with you. All right? They're watching over you right now. I'm seeing them like a council in the sky. Push forward boldly. This is a powerful time. Let's go. Do the work. Become a warrior in your own life. Become an adventurer in your own life. Become a journalist in your own life. And if you need a private reading, or you want to dive into some emotional healing, or you want to do an energy cleanse, or any of the other things that I offer, I'll put all that in the description box, and you can reach out to me and we can work together and make this happen. All right? You're not alone. You don't have to do this alone. Learn how to ask for help. Some of you need to learn how to ask for help. Learn how to delegate. And learn that you don't need to have all the answers. All right? You're not responsible for that. I love you. Keep going.